All right, thank you. Wednesday night. We're doing the no push-ups class. So no push-ups and no story. Let's scoot back to, well, I'm going to scoot back. You already might be in the perfect position. I have no idea. We're going to cross the legs. It's going to take a moment and kind of maybe scan the body, see if there's anything going on, any bits of tension. My core is engaged, kind of happened automatically. The shoulders are back. We're staring straight forward, breathing in the nose. We're going to do some breathing and moving. So we're going to breathe in and reach all the way up. We're going to breathe out and bring the hands all the way down. And then all the way up again, breathing in. Breathing out, hands back down. Again, all the way up on the in-breath. Out breath, back down. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, back down. And over, breathing in. The lungs get longer when the hands are up. Breathing out. Breathing in all the way back up. Breathing out. Let's keep doing this. I'm going to try to really take our time tonight. Breathing in, up. All the way back down. Up. And all the way back down. Breathing in all the way up. And all the way back down. Breathing in, up. All the way back down. A couple more. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, back down. Breathing in all the way up. And then back down, permanently back down. But we're going to continue the breathing now for the next hour, just drawing the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. We're going to bring the right hand forward with the fingers down, shoulder down. We're going to grab the other hand's going to grab the fingers and pull back. Going to open up through the thumb, and we're going to breathe here. Excellent. Let's do the other side. Left hand out. We're going to pull the fingers back, shoulder down, breathing here. Great. I'm going to shake the hands out. You can do the same if you like, because that was a little intense. And then we're going to reach the right arm all the way up and then bring it down the back. And the left hand's going to grab that elbow, head pushing against the arm, breathing, core is in, and we're breathing and staring straight forward. You're welcome to come around the back if you like. Excellent. Let that down. Let's do the other side. Left arm up and down the back. And we grab the elbow, head pushing back, core in, breathing in the nose. Good. Let's place both hands on the knees. Long, straight spine all the way up to the crown of the head. We're going to keep breathing. We're going to draw a big circle on the sky. One direction here at first. And the opposite direction, please. Excellent. Back to center. We're going to be moving in the torso, so it's like cat cow, but seated. So lower set of ribs forward, looking up a bit. As we breathe out, arch the back like a cat looking at the floor, though. And then moving and breathing. The out breath is when we look at the floor. We're going to do this for a bit longer, so find a nice rhythm and a nice breathing pattern for you. Good. Back to center. Let's extend the legs out in front of us. We're going to point the toes. We're going to do reverse plank so that fingers are pointing towards the feet. We'll point the toes. We'll lift up the hips and look at the ceiling. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Great. And back down. We're going to bend the right leg with the right foot against the thigh. And the left arm, we're going to reach out and grab either the toes or the shin, or if you have a belt, you can wrap around the leg. So we're going to breathe in, reaching up, looking up. We're going to breathe out and fold it all the way down. And then up again, breathing in, breathing out, folding it all the way down. And all the way back up. And over, out breath is on the downward fold. And we're taking our time all the time. Good. And next time you reach up, we're going to stay up, looking to the reaching hand. We'll take a few breaths here. And then bring that right hand back towards the left foot. And you could grab the foot or the shin, because my hand doesn't go all that way. I'm going to stay looking straight forward. If you feel like doing the full forward fold coming down, you're welcome to. We're going to take several breaths right here. Great. And let's switch it. So right leg out, left sole in. And our right hand grabs the left toes. And up on the in-breath. And down on the out-breath. And over and over. Again, next time you're up, we're going to stay up, looking to the reaching hand, breathing here. Good, and again, both hands towards the foot. I'm going to stay up looking straight forward. You're welcome to do full forward fold, nose towards the knee. We're going to take several breaths right here. Great. Let's extend both legs forward. We'll point the toes. We're going to do reverse plank again, lifting up, toes pointing, fingers pointing the same direction as the toes. Great. Back down. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. You pull them in pretty tight. Left hand grabs the small toes, right hand on top. We're going to sit up tall. Shoulders back, top of the head up. You could butterfly if you like. I think I'm going to butterfly today myself. I don't always do that. Let's keep breathing here as we stare straight forward, breathing in the nose. And let's forward fold. I'd keep the shoulder blades back and together. We're going to forward fold, putting the elbows against the legs, trying to lengthen out a bit so the heart or the low part of the sternum is coming towards the big toes. And we're going to breathe here. Long breathing, easy, long holds of the poses. Good. Back up. We'll extend the legs out again so that we can reverse plank again. So we're lifting up, looking at the ceiling, taking a couple breaths here. All right, back down. We're going to cross the legs. We're going to do the dynamic twisting. So we're going to put the hands on the shoulders, with the elbows pointing straight out of the way. You got the option of the hands in different spots. We're going to twist to one side, breathing in, and then the other side, breathing out. And if you notice, one side is giving more resistance. That's the side we'll put the out breath on. We're going to keep going for a while. This pose is often done for like 3 minutes, but we're not going to do that, but we are going to keep going. All right, right hand on the left knee, left hand either behind you or all the way around, grabbing the shirt, the pocket of the leg, and the foot if you were in full notice. We're going to sit up tall, looking at the wall, breathing here. Excellent. All the way over, please, to the other side. Left hand grabs the right knee, and then right hand either behind you or all the way around, getting a pocket. Deep breathing. Good. Back around. Let's put the legs out again in front. We're going to reverse plank again. And we're doing deep breathing the whole time. Good. Back down. We're going to come to hands and knees. So let's cross the legs and roll onto hands and knees. And hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. We're going to do some cat and cow. We let the belly drop down, looking up third eye. We're going to breathe out and arch the back. And then again, belly down, looking up third eye, arching the back. Moving with the breath. I close my eyes on cat cow. Good. Back to center. We look over the right shoulder, see the tail. And then over to the other side. And we're going to push ourselves up to being on the knees. We're going to do camel. I'm going to be on the toes because it's easier to touch the heels. But if you got a way open back, the laces part of the feet could be down. We're going to put the thumbs in the back and pull the elbows together and just look up. And this might be enough for some of us. We're going to tighten the legs a little bit. And if you want to come down and put the fingertips on the heels, even if they're way down, you're welcome to. Lift the heart a little bit, or stay just with the thumbs in your back and still lift the heart a little. It doesn't feel as lifty as we get back further, but we'll stay here and breathe. Good. To hands and knees again. I always feel the need to do cat cow on both sides of that pose. So we're doing more cat cow. Excuse me. Move it back to center. We're going to look over the right shoulder and see the tail again. And then over, please, to the left side, seeing the tail. Good, and back to center. And we're going to stand. Top of the mat would probably be excellent. So from the top of the mat, we're going to do warrior two by stepping the left foot back about the distance of one of your legs, or whatever your warrior two stance is. The core is tight, the shoulders are dropping, the knee is over the ankle, less is okay. Arms out, and we're going to look at the right hand and breathe right here. Good. We're going to straighten the right leg and pivot. Right toes 45, left toes out, so that we can do a warrior two on the other side. And we're going to stay here looking at the left hand, dropping the shoulders. Tight core, light shoulders, breathing, looking at the hand. Good, straight that left leg. Let's pivot again. Left toes 45, right toes out. We'll keep the legs straight this time so we have pyramids. You see the legs are almost making a pyramid now. We're going to reach that right arm out and then right hand down, left arm up, looking to the reaching hand if possible, or looking at the foot. Notice that we're stacked right over the foot. We're going to breathe here. And back up, we'll pivot to the other side, right toes 45, left toes out. We'll reach out a bit, change the orientation of the hip, and left hand down, right arm up. Breathing here. Good, back up. We're going to pivot again, left toes 45, right toes out. We're going to do warrior two again, just for a moment. And then we're going to turn the right hand so the palm faces the ceiling. Left hand barely touches the back leg, and we're going to open up, looking up along the elbow to the ceiling. So your torso is facing straight out to the left. So it's as if the walls are coming in from the sides. We're going to breathe here. Good, straight that leg so we can pivot to the other side. So right toes 45, left toes out. A warrior two for a moment again, breathing. We're going to turn the left hand so the palm faces the ceiling. Right hand on the back. We're going to arch again, looking up along the elbow. Good, straight that leg again. We got one more. Back to warrior two, turning the right toes straight out, pivoting again. We're going to do extended side angle. So the center of the right forearm is on the leg near the knee, left arm up and over. And you could put the right hand down if you prefer. And we're going to stay here and breathe. Great, back up, we'll straight the right leg, right toes 45, left toes out. We're going to warrior two for a moment. And again, forearm on the leg, now right arm up and over. Long reaching, deep breathing. Good, back up, let's come to horse. So toes are splayed, knees opening up. We're gonna hold the ceiling and breathe right here. A little bit more. Great, let's stand, turn the toes to run straight forward. We reach straight up and straight down. Let everything drop off your back, let everything drop off the crown of the head. Long breathing here. We're gonna hold this pose for a while tonight, so just let it go deeper and deeper. Every out breath, the body may drop a little further down. Good, back up. We're gonna just stay up for a moment because we were down there a long time. Let the head get its blood flow back together. We're gonna reach the arms all the way out, and then behind the tail, we're going to intertwine the fingers. We'll do this one shorter. You can push the palms together if you're holding tension in the upper back, core is in. And we're gonna forward fold. Arms up off the back, breathing. Just a couple of breaths. Good. Up again. We're going to touch the ceiling and then down again. Just grab the shins or the big toes, elbows away from the ears. Let's stay down low, both hands over to the right, left shoulder under and through. And then over to the other side, right shoulder under and through. Good, and let's stand top of the mat. You can step it out a little bit. We'll just take a moment, a breath or two here. And we're gonna do tree, standing on the left. We're gonna grab the right ankle, see if you can get it to lock. Hands to the heart or all the way up. We're gonna breathe right here. Excellent, let that down. You could step it out if you care to. And then standing on the right, we're gonna lift the left. And again, hands to the heart or all the way up. Good, let that down, step it out. These next two are gonna be awesome for the low back. We do them all the time, but just like to let you know sometimes. We're gonna stand on the left foot and we're gonna grab the right ankle and reach that right knee all the way down as if there's a foot down there, and then the left arm all the way up, and we're gonna stay here. Like a knee reaching to the ground, right knee and left hand reaching to the ceiling. You could do king dancer, but For me, this is better for the low back. We're going to hold the core tight as that leg reaches down, breathing. Great, let that out, step it out a little bit. And then standing on the right, we're gonna grab the left, reaching that left knee down to the floor and the right arm all the way up. We'll stay right here. All right, let that down. Let's come into a squat. I can feel how excellent this is on my lower back. I hope it's working for you as well. Hands push together so the knees open up and get real tall. We're going to take several breaths here. And you know you're always welcome to do crow or headstand. Let's keep breathing. We're going to do a few of these, what I've been calling yoga squats. It's actually called yoga namaskara, this little movement, but hands straight forward. And then we come all the way up to the ceiling, lifting. You could arch back and then back down with the hands straight forward. And then all the way up again, lifting. And hands straight forward as we come back down. And up again, please, all the way up, lifting. And hands straight forward. Let's just take a moment here. Good, and we're gonna come to hands and knees again. Take your time. We're gonna step the right foot top of the mat and reach the arms up like a nice big funnel. We're gonna stay right here breathing. And left elbow outside of right leg. Hands in prayer pull in towards the chest. We'll turn the fingers up towards the face. We're going to stay here, and you're all welcome to roll back on the ball of the left foot or keep the knee down. Let's continue breathing. Good. Let's do the other side. So we'll step that right knee back and left foot straight forward and arms up again. I'm going to stay right here. Let's twist again. Right elbow outside of left. Hands pull in. We try to match what we did on the other side. Good. Back to hands and knees. We're really just going to switch the legs once again. So right foot is back up there at the top, and we're reaching the arms straight up to the ceiling. We're going to take a few breaths right here. Good. And then hands down on the inside. I've been stepping my foot a little bit out and away, like about a ½ inch, so that the shin is more a straight line, knee over ankle. And I lock that against my shoulder. And then you can put the elbows down if you like, or go halfway in between. You just find a little bit of tension and a lot of breathing. Very nice. Let's do the other side of that. So right knee steps back, left foot forward. Straight up again with the hands, breathing in the nose. And down on the inside. I'm bringing that foot a little bit further out away from my hand. We'll breathe here. All right, back to hands and knees. We're going to turn the right hand in to face the left, and we're going to feed the left arm through, laying onto the shoulder. And I'm going to push the hand against the mat. You could come up around the back if you prefer with the hand. And we'll take several breaths right here. And back up, and we'll switch it, left hand in and right hand through. Good, back up to center, and let's sit down. Once sitting, we're going to sneak this in here. We're going to straddle the legs out. With the legs straddled out, we're going to breathe in and reach up the middle. We're going to breathe out and fold to the right, then back up, and then to the left, and over and over. This movement was just really calling out to me. Next time you get to the right, imagine you want your chest is to face straight out. So pull that left shoulder way back, and you can have that left hand up and over. You want chest and face facing straight out to the left. And if you can get down further than I can, great. You could even bring the hands together. But again, you want to be able to see the ceiling along the arm. Great. Let's do the other side of that. So left and then right comes up and over. We'll breathe here a bit. With the chest facing out now to the right directly. It's a side kind of opener more than a forward fold. Great. Back up. Bring the feet together and we're going to bend the legs. We're going to do our core work, but we're doing our core work with twists in between tonight. So let's bring the left elbow outside of the right leg and the right hand behind you, sitting up tall. And over to the other side, sitting up tall. Good, then onto the tail for 1 of 5. We're coming up. You're good, straight the legs, keep the shoulders back. We look at the feet, breathing in the nose. Good, heels down, we twist again, left elbow outside. Just for a couple of breaths tonight, nice and slow. And then over to the other side, right elbow outside. Good, number 2, back up. Good, heels down, we twist again. One side. And the other side. Up again for number 3. Heels down, let's twist. One side. Other side. Up again for number 4. Heels down, we twist. One side. The other side. Good. One more, back up. Good. Hug the knees in. Let's lie back. We're going to thread the needle. Let's give it a second. Let's pull the shins down, forearms on the shins. Bring the nose up just for a second. And then I didn't mean to jump ahead, but now we're going to thread the needle. So right foot up, we're going to bring that right ankle just down the inside of the left knee. We're going to feed the right arm through, grabbing either the shin and the other hand meeting or the underside of the leg. And we're going to flex the feet and try to lay back. Flexing the feet to me just means bringing the toes a bit towards the shin. We're going to try to think about rotating that right knee forward. And we're just going to breathe here, long time. Let's switch it. So left leg up and then down on the inside there. Left hand feeds through, grabbing the shin or the underside of the leg if you prefer. I'm flexing the feet. We're going to relax back here, just breathing. Good, both feet down again. And we're gonna have feet and knees 2 fists apart. You're welcome to do Urdhva Dhanurasana. I'm just gonna talk us through and do bridge. Longest finger almost touches the heel, a little bit out from that. We're gonna lift up and tuck the shoulders, intertwine the fingers, push the arms down, and we breathe here looking at the ceiling. Unless you're doing Urdhva Dhanurasana, then you're lifting the heart to the ceiling. Great, go ahead and come back down. If you use a belt or a strap, we're gonna do the next thing with the leg that we do from time to time. If you don't have it, you can do it with just the hand, it's not a problem. From laying down, we're gonna put the right foot, the strap on the right foot, or right hand grabbing that strap. Now, if you don't have a strap, you can put the hand on the back of the calf, try to keep the shoulder down. If you're very flexible in the hamstrings and your foot comes way down, peace fingers can grab the big toe. And we're going to stay here and breathe. And let that leg fall out to the right, and we'll stay holding it, the strap. We're going to reach out and look to the left. Good. Up to center, we'll switch hands and then come on all the way over to the left, reaching out and looking to the right. We're going to stay here and breathe. Good, and back to center. Now just hands up the back of the leg towards the heel, nose towards the knee. We'll take several breaths right here. Great, let that down. Let's do the other side. So strapping the left foot, and we'll stay here breathing. And let that leg fall out to the left as you reach out and look to the right. And all the way up and over to the other side. Reaching out and looking to the left. And back to center. Both hands up towards the heel, nose towards the knee, doing our best to hold the right leg down. Good. One more for the lower back before we get into some serious resting. Again, bend the legs, feet and knees initially 2 fists apart, but then let the knees fall together. Now you can bring the arms out like a T. This is similar to what we do. So the knee, either knee is always going to be touching the leg. So we're going to let the knees fall over to the right, and the left knee runs down the shin. And then keep the knees touching back up. And then the right knee runs down the shin. So we're kind of windshield wipering back and forth here. And we stay looking at the ceiling on this one. We're going to do this for a little bit. Keep breathing nice and long and deep. Couple more of these. Good. Hug the knees into the chest again. Forearms in the shins, bring the nose up. We're going to hold here for a couple of breaths. Good. And we're going to go either with legs up the wall or legs up on a couch or something so that your feet are higher than your heart. I'm going to do the couch stay because it's close, but the wall with the legs up straight is probably much better. And we're going to take a long hold here, just looking at the ceiling with the legs up the wall or up on the couch, or whatever we got available to us. And try to let the shoulders sink down into the earth and the head sink down into the earth. We're going to continue though for this pose until we get into a full restful state. We're going to continue the deep breathing in the nose. Good. If you really enjoy the legs up the wall, you're welcome to stay there. Otherwise, we're going to come off the wall and come into full laying down. And I'm going to change the lighting a bit, but just lay down and get as comfortable as you can. Now, once laying down, we're going to let the breath just return to normal. And I want you to feel your feet. And feel your feet falling out to the sides. And then getting really loose, like they're beginning to melt. And then feel the ankles getting really gelatinous, super loose. Shins dropping down into the earth. Knees getting really, really easy. Quads dropping down, sinking and spreading out like wax, getting really warm. The hips dropping down, spreading out. The fingers looser than the toes, sinking and spreading into the earth. Again, like warm wax. And the wrists, the forearms are incredibly loose. I can't believe how loose they are. It's just sinking and sinking and sinking. From the elbows to the shoulders, sinking and sinking and sinking and spreading out further on the floor. The chest dropping down, down and down. And as it drops down, it spreads out further and further beyond the mat. The shoulders way, way, way down. The eyeballs are dropping into the back of the skull. The head is getting loose. We're spreading out further and further on the mat. And we're going to stay here, loose as a goose. You're welcome to stay laying down, especially if you're super comfortable. Don't worry about nothing, just stay there as I finish out the class. If you want to finish out with me, you can start moving the fingers and the toes, rotating at the wrists and the ankles. And stretch the hands way over the top of the head and the toes way forward. Get as long as you can, lock the core down, hold that stretch and hold the core down. Excellent. For those of you coming up, we're going to roll up to a seated position. We'll bring the knees into the chest to do that. Once sitting, we're going to bring the hands to the heart center again. Rubbing them together, making them warm. And we're going to reach the arms up into the sky like a big funnel. We're going to take a breath in through the nose as much as you can get. We're going to breathe in more through the mouth. More if you can get it. You hold the breath, tighten the core, tighten the legs, lift the floor. We're holding all that. Everything must go, let it out. You're living your dream, don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's DanielOverberger.com. You can find links to my Venmo and PayPal there.